So you probably heard by now, the taxman is coming after your side hustle income. And that means that if you are selling things on Etsy, selling things maybe on eBay, or you're doing some freelance work on Fiverr or Upwork, as of January 2024, HMRC are going to require those companies to report to them how much you are earning. If they cross-reference against their records that you haven't perhaps submitted a self-assessment form, or you're not paying due tax, then there could potentially be fines that come alongside that. Now, I know that this is a very contentious kind of topic. Judging by the first video that I've made, people are in uproar. But really, if we look at the rules are the rules. We've got to pay our taxes, and the conversation of whether there should be a wealth tax is a completely separate one to this one. We can talk about that a bit later on. But what I want to do in this video is maybe just answer some of the questions that I have seen in the comment section of that first video, and talk about what can you earn before you actually have to go about registering for self-assessment or registering your side hustle as a business and going through the hard slogs of actually paying your taxes. Now, I will also go through how you actually register with HMRC as well. It can be quite a long, convoluted process, but look, it's better than getting a fine, it's better than getting in trouble. So why are HMRC doing this? Well, the data shows that as of right now in 2023, at least 44% of the UK population have at least one side hustle. And HMRC are not stupid. They know that this potentially represents quite a significant increase in tax receipts. And because of the rules, they are going to enforce this. And as such, they are investing £37 million to make sure that they're able to receive tax that is owed to them. Now, in days gone by, you would have had a cash in hand side hustle. That, to a certain extent, is still pretty much untraceable. But again, if you're working in these particular websites, so there's a few that have been listed. So I've already mentioned a couple of them, but again, they are Uber, Etsy, Fiverr, Upwork, Airbnb, Deliveroo, just to mention a few. If you're doing anything with those, they're going to have to report it. So let's answer the first question. How much can you earn before this is something that you need to be worried about? Well, according to the rules at the moment, you can earn up to £1,000 in additional income without this being something that you need to be concerned about. Now, bearing in mind, people may try to be cute with this and assume that this is £1,000 in profit if their side hustle is a business. No, this is £1,000 in income or turnover. The minute you breach that, you have to declare that additional earnings to HMRC via a self-assessment and pay the relevant tax on that. Now, from what we know at this point in time, I'm just going to give you a general rule of thumb. So it's £1,000 in additional extra income that you can earn. It's on income, not profit. If you're renting out a property, this was a common question in the previous video that I did. You can earn up to £2,500 by renting out a property or rooms in your property before this is something that you have to be concerned about. You can also earn up to £2,500 in other untaxed income. That's quite loose in terms of its explanation of what untaxed income basically means, but effectively an extra £2,500 in untaxed income. This is where you probably might need the help of an accountant to make sure that you're using that definition and you're taking advantage of that definition, because there will be scenarios where you might be thankful that that definition is as loose as it is, and in certain circumstances where you wouldn't be. But those are generally the rules of thumbs right now. £1,000 in additional income. You've got trading income as well, trading allowance also, which falls into that category. £2,500 if you're renting out a room, and also £2,500 in untaxed income. Now, if this is something that is going to impact you, then what you need to do is you need to register as self-employed with HMRC. Now, it is pretty straightforward to do, but there is a little bit of a wait time in order for you to be able to carry through the process to its final destination, to finality, really. So first thing, you need to go onto the HMRC website. and you need to set up an online account and sign up for that. What then happens is you then need to enroll for self-assessment. What they then do is they then send you out a UTR code. A UTR code, I think, is like 16 digits or something like that. And you need that to be able to log into your online platform to be able to file your self assessment. But also, in between all of that actually happening, is you're also going to get your unique activation code. And that activation code you're going to need every single time you actually log into the HMRC online portal. I don't know why they do it like that. I mean, I've got a number of companies now, and I have to always remember to keep the activation code that comes in, because every time I log in, I need the activation code, because that's how they verify that it's you. So you're going to get all of that through in the post. Now, typically speaking, UTR codes can, how long did it take the last time? Maybe up to seven working days roughly. The activation code should come out within that same period of time as well. So look, it is a little bit of a palaver, but you'd rather go through this process as opposed to being stuck with potentially HMRC knocking on your door saying that you owe them money and then potentially giving you a fine as well. It is what it is. This is what we know right now. Should it stop you from, I guess, having a side hustle? No, I don't think it should. Does it suck? The HMRC are trying to get their mitts on your additional income that may be helping you save for a deposit for a house or make ends meet or save for a new car or, fund your holidays. Yes, it sucks. But at the end of the day, you can't stop your side hustle just because you're going to get taxed on the income, because you're effectively going to deprive yourself of additional income anyway. It's like cutting off your nose to spite your face. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So yes, this is going to be hugely unpopular, undoubtedly. If you do have any further questions, leave them in the comments. I will try and get back to you. But yeah, I'm sure that there'll be outraged people in there as well still. But anyway, catch you later on.
Let me tell you a little bit about the book club. The book club is going to be a 6-week program, and the goal is by the end of the 6 weeks, we will have completely transformed your finances, giving you a better sense of financial control and the ability to make financial decisions with confidence. Now, to do that, I'm going to take you through the practical elements in my book, and I'm also going to take you through the basic formula that I share within my book. The 6 weeks are going to be jam-packed. There are going to be weekly tasks for you to complete, and these are integral to success at the end of the 6 weeks. This is what it's going to look like. Now, once you've signed up, we're going to send you an exercise which is designed to help you tease out what your goals and aspirations are. I'm a firm believer that money is a tool and life is for living, and it's important for us to be able to identify what our goals are and how we can use money to make those things happen. We're going to help you document them, we're going to tease them out of you, and in week 1 we're going to help you prioritize what those goals are, and we're going to put them on a timeline. Also in week 1 we're going to dive straight into probably the most important principle in the basic formula, which is about budgeting and financial management. We're going to be looking at a 3-pot system that I share in the book, talking about your essentials, your non-essentials, and how you create a 3rd pot, which is there to help you make your goals and aspirations that you would have documented happen. In week 2, we're diving straight into debt. Now, if you are in debt right now and you're struggling, you can't quite yet see the light at the end of the tunnel, this week is going to be invaluable for you. Not only are we going to help you document your debts and understand how to prioritize them, we're going to go through strategies that you can implement the very next day to help you move towards being debt-free. This is a big one. I struggled with debt for 15 years, and I know how much relief it can be when you actually have a plan in place. And that's what you're going to end up with, a plan to become debt-free. In week 3, we're going to be looking at how you start to lay the foundations for financial security. And this is what I truly believe people are looking for. They just want to know that they have enough money, which means that they don't have to resort to using things like credit cards, overdrafts, and personal loans, all of the debt that we would have spoken about in the previous week. We're going to look at how you can use that 3rd pot in your budgeting, the other pot, to start to give you the foundations to feel financially secure. Week 4, we're diving straight into investing. What is it all about? How does it work? How do you invest safely? Do you have things at the moment that are investments that you actually don't realize are investments? We're going to get into all of it. And for this, there is also a freebie included with this program, which will give you access to an investment course for beginners. In week 5, it's all about credit scores. We're going to teach you how you access it, how to read your credit score, how to identify what is and is not working for you, and more importantly, how you improve your credit score. So if you're looking to get on the property ladder anytime soon, this is absolutely crucial. In week 6, it's all about review. What actions have you taken? How are you going to implement them? It's all about accountability. And so the 6 weeks is going to be really jam-packed. I'm so excited to get you in here and to take you through the principles. At the end of the 6 weeks, it's all about you having a tangible plan, having put in the practical things into practice, and feeling empowered, feeling more in control. I can't wait to see you in there. Let's get going.